Well, you know, I think it is a
Stupid.
right to be respected, no matter what your gender, no matter what your gender preference. And unfortunately, the author J K Rowling doesn't necessarily agree. Or I think, well, she's in the news, not necessarily because she's made a statement necessarily, but she's penned a book under the pseudonym of Robert Galbraith called Troubled Blood. And it's the fifth book featuring a private investigator named Cormoran Strike. And the book is basically about a transvestite serial killer. And it's inspired a lot of anger. Now, you know, transvestite serial killers have appeared before in film and in media and in storytelling. The reason why we're talking about it is because of J.K. Rowling's statements about trans people and her being considered a TERF. Now, what do you think it'll take for J.K. Rowling to just shut the heck up and leave this alone?
Not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I guess for me, I don't know if she's doing this for publicity and attention, which she probably doesn't need. She's already rich, but she just, she probably, I mean, she likes being in the spotlight, I think, or maybe she just hates trans people, because it's not like you can write a book about whatever you want, right? But if all of a sudden you've been sort of attacking a community steadily for a year, 2 years, and then you just happen to have this inherent metaphor that describes perfectly your hatred for the community, you can't be shocked if people are like, oh, this really seems like you hate trans people. You've got a story of a man who dresses up like women and kills people, right? It's like pretty obvious metaphor here. And I guess I don't understand what's to be gained from continuing this fight.
Yeah, but I think and I think it's something we all do. We have a point of view that is core to who we are. We put it out there, possibly expecting that it's going to be validated because, if you're an author and a billionaire and you've had one of the biggest biggest series in the history of writing, you're going to think that your opinion is respected, right, amongst a broad breadth of people. And when that ego stroke doesn't come back to you positively, I think there might be a bit of a God complex, Old Testament kind of, oh yeah, well, here, fire and plague and blah, blah, blah. I don't think it's that extreme, but I'm just saying, I think she had a moment of, what, you fuckers?
Right.
What?
Nobody
When Lewis
fucks with
said
JK.
we've all done that, I was waiting for him to finish off the sentence. We've all done that. We've all written transphobic literature. All of us.
We've all had those moments. All had those moments.
Remember when we had that moment where we wrote transphobic novels? Do you remember that? Remember?
No.
Remember that?
I'm glad I didn't go there. I'm so glad I didn't go there.
Doing it on purpose, right? Yeah. The issue is just, is she doing it because she just is trying to sell a book? She wants to stay in the spotlight? Or is she actually just like, you want to fuck with JK? All right. Here you go, trans people.
But also too, like, Todd, you're a comedian, right? So how do you feel about, like, I mean, there have got to be comedians out there that do material that you completely disagree with.
They're few and far between. I mean, I think with the ones that I love and respect are certainly on the right side of the argument. The thing that I've always found, and I've been trying to sum this up, and I can't remember who posted this the other day. The reason that right-wing comedy and Republican comedy isn't comedy and doesn't work is because there's no empathy. And in all comedy, there needs to be a degree of empathy. Like, you can hate something, but the reason that you hate it is because it is troubling for other people. There's always sort of like that sentiment. And it's like, I am not getting into like a Lewis Black, let me tell you what I fucking hate about Q-tips type rant. What I'm saying is, like, there's always kind of an undercurrent of this is wrong, this is unjust, and I'm going to talk about it. It's not to say that things can't be zany and stupid and wacky in comedy, but if you're going for more politicized content, it's important to be on that side of the argument. I mean, like, when you watch early Dennis Miller versus Dennis Miller now,
Yeah.
very, very different comic. I refer to it as, the time when Dennis Miller was a comedian. Now he is not.
Yeah.
And if you just want examples of horrible right-wing comedy, just go on Twitter.